What's up, Clash Bros? It's Marcus from Epic Life Gaming. Thank you guys so much for coming back for another video. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys an epic comeback in my latest challenge. Now, I'm going to show you that I have a bunch of victories all in a row. I took my second defeat in this challenge at 5 wins. So that means I had to win 7 in a row to win this last one. And I'm going to show you the last 2 battles. So we're just going to go ahead and show these. These were epic comebacks. And now, granted, this was just a classic challenge. This wasn't a grand challenge. But this was still very competitive, and it had an epic comeback at the end. So let's go ahead and show this. This is a deck that I'm using, which is my Zap Bait deck, which didn't get a lot of love. That video does not have a lot of views, so maybe not a lot of people are using it right now, but this is a great deck, and I suggest that you guys use this deck. Now I'm going to show you guys, he's going to drop a bunch of stuff right here. He's going to be using a Hog Rider, and sorry about the cough right there, and he's going to be using the Graveyard as well. Great start right there for him. Took about 1,000 HP off of my tower. I'm going to go ahead and try and throw a Hog Rider and a Goblin Barrel at him. Didn't do too much, but did get some damage done. But I should have anticipated that freaking skeleton army coming at me. Now he has a Mega Minion and a Hog Rider coming at me. I didn't know what to do right here, so I just threw a Fireball. But that definitely wasn't enough. I didn't know if he had Zap ready. He obviously didn't. Now looking at this replay, and he actually takes a tower right there. Oh my gosh, already a tower down. If I lose one more match, I'm out. So I have to make a great comeback in order to win this. Luckily, he didn't use the Zap right there, which was very I don't know why he didn't use it. This is a Zap Bait deck, so maybe that's why he knew what he was going up against. But he left 703 left on that tower. I still have to take it down. Now, I really didn't know where to go after this. I went ahead and dropped down my Goblin Gang on top of that Ice Wizard. And what I did was just I threw the Goblin Barrel since I had the Goblin Gang coming at him. Luckily, that Zap isn't strong enough to take out my Goblin Gang or my Goblin Barrel, so I still was able to get some damage done. Now, look at that. He's got his finger on his golem. He's going to lay it down, but luckily the Princess is going to do enough damage to the Witch that I can go ahead and lay down a Fireball. And then I'm going to lay down my Inferno Tower. He lays down his skeleton army. I'm going to go ahead and throw down a log. Another cough right there. I apologize. There we go. He's dropping down a Hog Rider right there. I'm going to go ahead and throw down the Goblin Gang, praying that he doesn't have Zap. He doesn't have Zap. He didn't use his Zap either until right now on top of my Goblin Gang, which missed some of them. And we're going to get a couple free shots from the Hog Rider because he used that Zap kind of late. I'm going to go ahead, throw down my log on top of that skeleton army, and that Mega Minion is getting eat up by that Princess, and he's actually going to go ahead and throw a random Ice Wizard off to the right of her, which I don't know why he did that. But I'm going to go ahead and throw a Fireball on top of that Witch. The Witch is going to be my toughest competitor against my Inferno Tower, so that's why I'm focusing on that Witch. So what I'm doing here is I'm plopping down the Inferno Tower, plopping down my Princess, and then dropping down the log ASAP. I know he has Skarmy right now, which is what he should have used right there, but he didn't. I'm going to go ahead and throw a Fireball on top of all of that, and then try to get rid of it, and we did a very good job right there. We have caught back up, and I've actually taken a lead right now. Throwing down everything possible, throwing down Goblin Barrel, throwing down the log, trying to get some damage onto that tower, which we did do about 200 right there. Not a lot. And look at this, he's going to have Golem coming up, and we're just going to pull the Golem over to the right-hand side. Now I need to get rid of that Witch, because the Witch is going to get some free damage in on top of that. Now all of a sudden he's going after my King's Tower, which I have no idea why. And look at that, he uses Zap, and now my Skarmy at my King's Tower is free to do damage. And look at this, the Hog Rider almost makes it to the tower without any resistance. One shot, two towers. That gets us a victory. Epic comeback right there. Now I'm going to show you guys my last battle, which was also an epic comeback. So if you guys have followed my channel for a while, you'll know that my iPad randomly shuts off in the middle of a battle. I don't know why it does that. Maybe Clash Royale is just overloading my iPad and just shuts off. But this is what happens at the beginning of the game. Going into my 12th match, I have 2 losses. I can't afford to lose a match. And look at this. I completely shut off at the beginning. I'm already right here. I throw out a good luck. Boom. I'm gone. I am not in the game anymore. And luckily, I don't know why, but this guy waits for me to come back. I'm gone. I'm trying to reload the app. I'm in a black screen. I'm like, oh my gosh, no way. This guy has elite barbarians. He's already destroyed me. It's over. I got to 11 wins. That's it. Somehow, some reason, this guy doesn't do anything. Lets me come back on. What a gentleman. Shout out to Overlord. I throw out a thanks. I can't believe that he actually waited. Now it's time to kick this off. What a gentleman. I can't believe it. This guy actually waited for me, and all the good karma that I've done this for other people, I actually get it back. I rarely ever get people that wait for me. I will wait for other people. I've done it in videos. I do it outside of videos. I just think that's a fair way to do it. Give somebody a chance. It's not their fault. Their iPad shut off, their internet disconnected just for a second. At least give somebody a chance. I at least say 20 seconds, and that should be enough time. I'm going to eat this Skarmy damage that I'm taking onto my tower right now. And look at that. He actually has arrows in Zap. And I'm like, oh no, I haven't seen the Zap yet, but I know I'm in danger with the arrows. But the Inferno Tower is going to need to take a zap. My Skarmy's going to need to take a zap. And my Goblin Barrel will need to take a zap. So he has 2 of the 3 counters. So one of them is going to get some free damage. But look at that. He also has lightning. What do I do now? Look at that. He zaps perfectly. I'm like, no way. He has zap as well. He has lightning, which resets my Inferno Tower. But he didn't have nothing for that Goblin Barrel. That's why I threw it, because I was like, crap. What do? He already used everything up. Let's try to get some free damage. And I throw the Fireball on top of that Ice or the Electro Wizard. And now we're going to go all out. I go ahead and throw down the log, anticipating the Skarmy. Didn't come out. Too bad. Alright, we're going to try and keep my princess alive. We throw down my goblin gang, and then he just goes ahead and throws down arrows anyway, which gets rid of my princess. Alright, here we go. Princess at the bridge again, dropping down Skarmy while I drop down Goblin Barrel, but we're getting plenty of damage done. And look at this. We're going to go ahead, throw down the log, get rid of the Skarmy, keep my princess alive. Now, what do I do here? He's got to choose. What does he want to use? He uses Zap for the Skarmy, so I go ahead and throw down the Fireball on top of that Electro Wizard, and now my Goblin Gang is free to play. There we go. He did have arrows, but, you know, you're not going to really see anybody use arrows, and look at that! The Hog Rider takes a lucky right-hand turn. 5 seconds left. I go ahead, throw down the log to get rid of the Skarmy, and throw down the Fireball, and win the game. Wow. I try to say well played, thank you. I think he was a little upset because he had a free victory and he decided to be a gentleman and wait, and I end up beating him. There it is, you guys. Classic challenge, epic comeback. I can't believe that I actually won, and I had 2 losses from 5 wins. I started this challenge off trying out different decks, and then I was like, well, I'm done trying out different decks. Let's go ahead and use this Zap Bait deck. If you guys haven't used this Zap Bait deck, do it. You need to try it out. I know it has 2 legendaries in it, so if you don't have the log, don't try this deck out. You need the log. Zap just doesn't work for the log. Arrows is just doesn't work like the log. I would definitely suggest using this deck if you have the log. If you don't have the princess, go ahead and use archers. But if you don't have the log, don't use this deck. Now let's go ahead and open up this classic challenge chest. Sorry, coughing again. We get some Hog Riders, we get some Cannons, we get some Valkyries, we get Goblin Gang, and the last card is Lightning. There it is, you guys. I had to show you that. That was a clutch end tournament. Can't believe I actually won that. Absolutely amazing. I had to make a video on that because I had 2 losses from the beginning, and we end up coming back and winning that tournament. There we go, you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to smash that like button. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe and join the Clash Bro family. Hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget, my Clash Bros, stay beautiful.